Hello class 10th, hope you all are good. Now children, today we will continue the same chapter, that is your nervous system. And in this video we will discuss about the reflex action, voluntary and involuntary actions, and conditioned and unconditioned reflexes, and what is reflex arc. Okay, let's start first reflex action. Now, what is reflex action? Reflex action is a spontaneous, involuntary, and automatic response to any stimulus without the involvement of the brain. Means where we are not using a brain and we are responding to any stimulus, then it is called what? Reflex action. Let's take an example. Suppose you touch a burning candle, right? Then what's happened? You immediately remove your hand. When a person accidentally touches a hot object, a pain sensitive receptor cells in his fingertip detects the heat stimulus, right? And then it triggers off the nerve impulses. From here, the nerve impulses, they travel along a sensory nerve to the spinal cord. Now the message is processed and then response is generated in the spinal cord itself. Then this response travels down through a motor nerve to the muscles of the arm. And the muscles of the arm receives the response and his arm muscles contract and lifting the person's finger away from the hot object. This quick response or spontaneous response protect us from the harm that could be done if delayed. So we can say that reflex actions, they are spontaneous and they not involve the brain. In our body, there are two types of actions. One is your voluntary actions, and other is your involuntary actions. Voluntary means which are under our control. They are under the control of willpower of the organism. While involuntary actions or reflex actions, they are not under the control of willpower of the organism. Voluntary actions are not spontaneous, while reflex action or involuntary actions are spontaneous, right? Voluntary actions or activities are not automatic, while reflex action or involuntary actions are automatics. Now just look at the examples. Examples of reflex action, examples of voluntary activities are picking up a book in your hand to read, looking at the wrist, or just talking, walking, singing, dancing. What these are? These are examples of voluntary activities, right? Involuntary activities are your, which one? Shivering on swallowing of food, working of heart, withdrawal of hand on touching hot object, secretion of insulin from the pancreas. These are the examples of reflex action or involuntary actions. Okay, now there are two types of reflexes. One is called unconditioned reflexes or natural or inborn or simple reflexes, and second is your conditioned reflexes or acquired reflexes. Actually, what are unconditioned reflexes? These are the reflexes in which no previous experience or learning is required. They are inherited, they are inborn, okay, which we get by birth only. These reflexes are called unconditioned reflexes. For example, salivation on smelling a favorite food or even thinking of it. When you think of jalebi or a chocolate, what's happened? Saliva comes in your mouth. That is your unconditioned reflex. Closure of eyes on seeing a welding light. Whenever you see a welding light, you close your eyes immediately. Or right, that is unconditioned reflexes. Knee jerk on a sharp tap of tendon below the kneecap of crossing legs. Suppose you are sitting by crossing your legs and someone give a sharp tap on the tendon below the knee. Then what's happened? Your knee jerk. Withdrawal of hand on touching fire. withdrawal of leg on pricking with a sharp edge object, sneezing, coughing, vomiting, swallowing, blushing. These are what? Unconditioned reflexes. Next is your conditioned reflexes. These reflexes are actually what? They are not inborn. They are not inherited. Actually, these are the reflexes which are developed during a lifetime due to experiences or learning. When we learn something, after that the reflexes action we do, that is called what? Conditioned reflexes. Actually, the idea of conditioned reflexes, reflex action was given by Pavlov, who was a Russian psychologist, and he did an experiment on with a hungry animal. He had a dog. He presented food to his dog with a ringing of bell. First he rang the bell and then he gave the food. He repeated it many times, and after many attempts, he found that mere ringing of bell, only when he ring the bell, then what's happened? Without presenting food, what's happened? His dog start salivation. His dog start salivation, and Pavlov called around called sound of the bell as a conditioned stimulus, and salivation in response to the bell he called conditioned response. So other examples of conditioned reflexes are, all of you know once a child is burn his hand with a burning candle, then next time what's happened? Whenever he saw a fire, he start immediately he start crying. So crying or jerking hands by a child on seeing a burning candle, if the sight reminds him of burning sensation felt even on a single occasion. एक बार बाय द वे बच्चे का अगर जलती कैंडल से अगर उसका हाथ जल जाए, तो नेचुरली व्हेनेवर व्हाट्स हैपन, ही सॉ दैट कैंडल, burning candle, he start crying because it reminds him of that burning sensation. Second is your rattling of cutlery in a dining room. It induces secretion of saliva. Wild animals in circus are trained to perform many strange acts, and these are largely conditioned reflexes. Whatever they perform just because of their experiences, because they were trained, and that is conditioned reflexes. Most of the daily habits and acts, such as salivation of mouth on hearing the bell of lunch break, are conditioned reflexes. Playing a musical instrument, surfing the channel while watching television, putting on shoes while talking or watching TV, right? These all are conditioned reflexes. Just go through all these examples, right, children? Now next is your what is reflex arc? Path covered by the impulses from receptor to the effector through sensory nerve fibers, a part of CNS, and motor nerve fiber is known as reflex arc. Okay. Let's discuss a mechanism of unconditioned reflex action. Now here your hand touches a fire. These are your bicep muscles. Okay, and when you touch a fire, 3 neurons or 3 cells are involved, and it involves your spinal cord. This is a section of spinal cord. These are the bundles of nerves coming out from the spinal cord. Actually, just look it up. These are the bundles of nerves coming out from the spinal cord. Now, the moment your finger touches the fire, okay, this heating stimulus is detected by a sensory nerve and converted into electrical signals and send it to spinal cord. Okay, now then this signal is taken by another neuron, and it is called interneuron, right? And actually what's happened in normal cases, this signal is sent to brain, but in place of sending to brain, it is not sending to brain. In place of sending to brain, it immediately send what directly to the another neuron, and that is called what? Motor neuron. What it is called? Motor neuron, right? And motor neuron give command to your bicep muscles, and bicep muscles, they contracts and pulling your hand and moves away your hand from the fire, right? In this way we can save our hand from burning, and these are very quick responses, and here what involved? Your spinal cord involved only. So what is your reflex arc? It is the path covered by the impulses from receptor. What is receptor? Receptor is your finger, and to the effector. Effector is your bicep muscle, right? And through the sensory or afferent nerve fiber and a part of CNS, that is your spinal cord, and what? Efferent or motor nerve fiber, right, is known as what? Reflex arc. Now just look at here, this is your relay neuron or interneuron, and then this is your what? Spinal cord. Okay, so just learn this diagram and do practice of this diagram. Okay. Now the reflexes has a great significance. How? Because they are the spontaneous response to any harmful stimulus. Thereby they protect us from harm that could be done if delayed. Okay, if suppose if we touch a hot plate, and immediately if we will not remove our hand from that hot plate, then what's happen? We our finger or hand burn. They relieve the burden of brain. Here in these reflexes, brain is not involved. So they relieve the burden of brain by automatically responding to the routine stimuli. Okay, thank you, children.